Ready?
Hmm.
Welcome, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages. Thank you for coming to episode 40 of Sis and Big Pops Culture. As always, I am Todd Turner, aka Mosaic Fan Art, also known as whatever, KY
Pops,
Medicine
big
Man, Big
pops.
Pops. And as always, my lovely co
Dad.
host.
Hi, friends. I am Sis. I'm Hannah Jo, aka Sis. LOL. We're both losing it today. And we are an adult daughter and father duo. We dive into all things geek, nerd, and fandom. Every episode is family friendly.
That's right, family friendly. So you can take those kiddos to school and have us in the background without any worries of
Or
thingies.
perhaps you listen on your way to the pumpkin patch.
Oh, it is that time.
It's
Pumpkin
that time,
patch.
Dad. It's pumpkin patch time.
It is. Hannah, what are we doing today?
Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna first chat about nerd news, and then
Madness.
we're going to talk about what we've been binging lately, as well as Pop's pull list. If you don't know what that is, don't worry about it. We'll tell you about that later. And then We Have Demons, which is a first comic by who?
Scott Snyder and Greg
Scout?
Capullo. Scott Snyder and Greg
Okay.
Capullo.
Who's like what distributing agency is it
It's
from?
on Comixology. It was a free to read first issue. And we'll talk about that when we get there, but it's on
Dope.
the Kindle app, free if you have Amazon Prime.
And we are going to be talking about the majority of season 2 of Ted Lasso,
Up
except for
to
the
the end of
last
Man City.
and except for
Man
the last like
City.
3 episodes
Yeah.
because we didn't have time to watch all. They got long. Those episodes, like, they were 20 minutes to begin with, and then it
Yeah.
became like 45, 50 minutes long.
Well, it got weird because I was sitting watching with the headphones on while your mom was watching something else, and it really
Yeah,
wasn't together
fun.
time, even
No,
though we were
I
in the
get what
same
you're
room.
saying. I get what you're saying.
Anyway,
Nerd news.
nerd news live coming to you. Actually, we're doing this Sunday, but it won't be downloaded till Thursday. Anyway, Hannah, what do you got?
Okay, so do you remember that 70s show?
Mm-hmm. Topher
I
Grace,
Yeah, yeah,
Ashton
yeah, yeah,
Kutcher,
yeah.
Mila Kunis, the guy that's been in trouble because they think he's been the one guy,
Oh no.
not Wilder Valderrama, but
I
I don't
don't know
know.
their names.
Anyway, go
Um,
ahead.
so I was obsessed with that show my sophomore year of college. I
Okay,
binged like
good,
all
because
of them.
that's adulty.
I was a grown up when
I
I
know,
watched
but if you were going to
those.
say sophomore in high school, I was like, you've
No,
been watching that when you weren't supposed to.
my sophomore year of college, I binged all of those. I loved that
Gotcha.
70s show.
I've seen them too.
They are Netflix has ordered that 90s show, which is like a sequel to that 70s show, and it's
Same people?
Eric and Donna's kid, and she goes and spends the summer with her grandma and grandpa.
I was going to say because Topher Grace is in a TV show right now,
He's just gonna
called
probably have
Ordinary.
like a
No, what is it called? I can't remember. I saw an ad for it yesterday.
I don't
Anyway,
know. It's just been ordered,
gotcha.
and the mom and dad, I can't remember their names, but they're like famous actors who play Eric's mom and dad. They are going to be the two like main grown-ups, and it's going to be
Gotcha.
Eric and Donna's daughter going to
Gotcha.
spend the summer with
I
them.
can't remember. The dad's been in a bunch of stuff.
And
He was in the first RoboCop.
the mom was in WandaVision.
Yes, she was in WandaVision.
Mhm.
Oh wow. Did
So
you
I thought that
know?
was really cool.
Are you ready for this? You
Yes.
know, have you know what Blue Origins is?
No.
Okay, so you know, like all these super duper rich people are building spaceships to shoot off into the space.
Mhm.
So Blue Origins is the Jeff Bezos owned.
Okay.
Okay, so this is Sunday the 10th.
Mhm.
This will be downloaded on Thursday, whatever. But on the 12th, he's launching into space. And guess who's going with him?
Who?
He will finally get to go boldly where no man has gone before.
I don't know who.
William Shatner, Captain Kirk.
Captain Kirk is going with him to space.
Yes, he's riding that space thing. So William
That's
Shatner will
wild. That's
finally get to
wild.
be in space.
Good for him.
Yep, he's 90.
Well, man, I don't know. This is something Trev and I have talked about before. If there was commercial space flights, would you go?
William Shatner's going for free, and the other people that are going, the other two are paying.
That's what I'm saying. Like if it becomes like how airplanes, like you can pay for a
Yeah.
commercial space
No, I wouldn't
flight.
go. I don't have that much money.
But
Heck,
if
I
it was
didn't
like if it was like
like
20,
how
30
much?
years from now, it was like a ticket for an airplane,
I'd be 70.
would you go?
No, I'd rather just buy comic
Yeah,
books.
that's where I'm at. I'm like, I don't know if I'd pay for a commercial space flight.
So the funny thing was,
Depends
is
on
they
if we
asked,
could like go to Mars.
going to Mars. Isn't that a song from?
Yes, Judah and the Lion.
Thank you. I like that song.
It's a good one.
So listen, the funny thing about that is William Shatner, I don't know if you know this or not, but he was in an episode of The Twilight Zone. And it was called like Terror at 20,000 feet. I can't remember. And what happens is he's on an airplane and he looks out the window and sees gremlins and goes bonkers crazy. And they like to have to immediately ground the plane because he's trying to get out to kill the gremlin. And they think he's gone bonker crazy or whatever. But when they land, they haul him away in an ambulance, and you see where the plane had been started to be ripped apart, that really gremlins were there.
That's
And
bonkers.
cool thing was they redid that when they did a movie, and John Lithgow played that part. But anyway, they asked,
isn't Gremlins a movie?
yeah, but this gremlins have been around for a long time. They're supposed to be little creatures that damaged aircraft. So they asked, William Shatner. He said, "I just hope I don't see gremlins."
That's
Which was
hysterical.
funny. And a tap, yeah.
That
anyway,
is really funny.
what else you got?
Witcher season 3 has already been renewed.
I have no clue. Did you watch any of that, Garb?
I watched the first season of The Witcher. I need you to know that it wasn't until the very last episode that I realized that they were not in chronological order.
You watched them out of order?
No, you watch them. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but you jump backwards and forwards in time each episode. It's not, the episodes aren't chronological.
They're like immature, aren't they?
Yeah. This
Okay.
is some. I watched it because all of my social media was like, Witcher is great. Blah, blah, blah. I was like,
so you succumbed to digital peer pressure?
I did. I did.
Digital peer pressure.
I did.
Well,
but man, so season 2 hasn't even been
is that like a video game?
Yeah, it's a video game.
Gotcha.
Season 2 comes out December 17th.
Oh, and they're already saying 3
has already been renewed.
Well, there two other shows that have been renewed.
Okay.
The Expanse.
Oh yes, baby.
I didn't watch the last season.
I haven't. I wait for them all to come out because I love them.
Okay, so Expanse season 6 is coming out in January, and it's the final season.
Oh no!
And
I love the Expanse.
They have already
greenlit
season 2 of The Foundation on Apple TV.
That's cool.
Yeah. So there you go. Those are shows that have been continuing. Also, did you see where they're doing an Agatha Harkness? They've like signed her for multiple deals. She's going to have a show.
She's a phenomenal actress.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
I don't know. But Agatha Harkness. There you go.
It's been Agatha all along. You're welcome.
Did you go ahead?
No, you go first.
No, you go.
Okay. So I didn't watch this, but it did pop up on my YouTube.
Okay,
go. Ted Lasso as a horror movie.
Oh, I did. That popped up on mine, but I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it either. Well, I didn't want to be spoiled because I haven't finished the season. But man, we'll get to it.
The photo had Nate on the front looking
Nate
evil.
Is being weird. Nate is sus.
We'll talk about it when we get to season 2. I'm not happy with how Nate's being in season 2. But anyway, we'll talk about that later.
So so I didn't watch it because it had Nate on the front and it seemed like Nate was the villain of this like horror movie fan made trailer. And I just thought that was really cool. That they made a fan-made trailer that make it into a horror
sort of
film.
like when they did Frozen as a horror flick.
Oh, yeah. Phenomenal.
Do you want to build a snowman? That's just creepy anyway. It's creepy. It's a horror flick, even when it ain't a horror flick. I'm just kidding. It's. I'm not going to talk about it.
Frozen is phenomenal.
I didn't watch Venom or
I
Venom,
didn't,
Red Venom,
man.
or
Me
Carnage,
either.
Attack of Carnage, or. But did you hear about the post-credit scene?
Well, don't tell me because I want to go see the movie.
No, it's. Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, I really was
Okay,
part of my
fine. Just tell me.
news.
Fine,
No, I'm
just
not
tell
going to tell
me.
you. Not going to tell you.
Just tell
But
me
don't.
then.
No, I'm not doing
No,
it.
just tell me.
Not doing
Dad,
it.
you have to. No, Dad. Dad, this is me peer pressuring you over the
I'm not
internet.
going to do it because there might be other people here. I'm not going to spoil the post-credit scene for Carnage. It's
Dang.
important.
Okay, so
So
stay. How long do we stay?
I
Just
don't
till the
know.
middle or till the very end?
I don't know the answer to that.
Well, cool.
I don't know. You'll know when you know. Trust me.
You'll know when you know. Wink.
And I'll talk about that too. Um, I don't know about you, but I love the Resident Evil movies. Never
You
played the
do
video
love
game.
them.
I can't help it. Even they're junk. Some of them are terrible. I don't care. The Mila, what's her face is in all of them. The girl from Lilu from Fifth Element. Yeah.
Yes.
But apparently she didn't have anything to do with the video game. It's from what my friends say. But
LOL. That's
there is
funny.
a new Resident Evil movie coming out called Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. I watched the trailer.
Welcome to Raccoon City.
Well, that's where it happens. That's where the thing breaks out at Raccoon City.
I'm
The
so
Umbrella
sorry.
Company. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I was like, Raccoon
The Umbrella
City?
Company is in Raccoon City. So, and it looks awesome. It's comes out Thanksgiving. So I might go see that Thanksgiving Day.
Man, the
Big
amount
family
of movies
film.
that we could go see on Thanksgiving Day.
I know we could get Corona and eat chicken or turkey, and I don't know. A lot of people still afraid to go. I get it.
I've been going to the movies since they reopened.
You got anything other news?
Nope, I'm done.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for me too.
Cool.
Awesome.
What's
So,
you
Hannah,
thinking, Dad? Do you want me to go first?
I'll tell you. I
Okay.
finished up What If. The season What If finished.
Okay.
And
Was it good?
each episode is important. So you can't pick and choose which episodes, because at the end it's a two-parter, sort of like Endgame Infinity War.
You have to watch them all.
You have to watch them all. Because
the first one sucks.
what was it? No, it doesn't. No, it started out rough, but it ended good. And
Okay.
there is a post-credit scene at the end of the last episode.
I'm just saying,
of What
we
If.
love a post-credit scene in this house.
And
We stand.
it goes back to the first episode. So they really all come together. There's a villain that they all have to, and a team is assembled. They're not, it doesn't say event, it's the Guardians of the Multiverse.
Aw, that's sweet.
Yeah. So here's the deal. When the What If show came out, I thought this was going to be, they're just going to pick, characters from all over Marvel. They don't.
But it was
They
people
pick,
that have already
it's
been
the
happened.
Marvel Cinematic Universe What If. That's what it is. So, yeah.
That makes sense.
That's
to me.
okay. I'm
Yeah.
cool with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The episode that was hardest for me to watch was Bro Thor, basically. Party Thor. He was hard to watch.
Bro Thor.
Yeah, he was like, hey, it was what if Thor was an only child, is basically what that was. And
Man.
yeah. So I enjoyed it. I watched that. I've been watching, tried to watch the last episode of the Foundation, didn't finish it. Again,
Didn't like it, or
I didn't have time, but it's
still
nothing
can't decide
like
if you
the book.
Like it.
It's okay, but it's not like the book. I mean, don't go into watching that thinking, hey, this is, yeah. And that's pretty much it. Your mom and I watched the first episode of the Falcon and Winter Soldier
Yeah.
together. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. What about you, Hannah?
Okay. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Not the movie, the TV show.
Okay.
I've been binging that.
I've only watched the first episode.
Man, all I've seen is the first season. And anytime that I'm like, I'm going to watch it, I start with the first season. And then I finish the first season and I'm like, okay, let's keep going. This is great. I love it. And then I don't. Something happens, or I'm like, ooh, let's watch something else. And then I just don't watch it. But
There are a
So,
lot of people that are just crazy Avatar fans.
man, and here's the thing, I like it. Like I genuinely do.
Yeah,
Like it's not like that I haven't watched it because I'm like, "Oh, this sucks." No, that's not it. And I've seen the entire first season. Again, anytime you decide you rewatch something, at least for me, I like to start at the
I
beginning.
start at the
So,
beginning.
well, this will be my like third or fourth time rewatching the
Nice.
first season, but it's
I've
gonna happen
tried.
this time. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't have time to sit down and binge. It's hard, Well, it's okay.
Okay, and
What?
so Trev and I are also watching Squid Game.
Okay, I started that. It looks pretty gruesome.
It is so gruesome.
Um, when we were actually there was a group of I would call them kids. They were probably your age. There were like 7 or 8 of them when we went snorkeling.
Mm,
Um, and they were Asian American, and they were all talking about watching Squid Game, which was
man.
hilarious. So there was a movie that came out. I think it's a Japanese film called Battle Royale,
Mm,
which was a little bit like Hunger Games, but much more brutal. They take a group of middle school kids. I think they're going on a trip. They wake up, they got things on their necks and they have to fight to the death, but it ain't no happy go lucky. I mean, it's what it seems like to me. Something like that.
can I mean, man, if you're on the internet, then this isn't. I mean, we've been talking about
Don't
how
don't
it's
spoil it.
gruesome. Well,
Don't spoil it.
okay,
But
I won't.
just tell for our
They
listeners
people. So what they do is there's a main character, and you follow him. The
who
first
steals
episode's
money from his grandma
kind of his
at the
mom. That's
beginning.
his
His
mom.
mom.
Yeah, he's not a good guy. In no way are you like, oh, this is a good man. No. But what happens is he gets selected. He pretty much like signs a thing saying if he can't pay his debts, they're gonna take one of his eyeballs and one of his kidneys.
Nice.
And so after that, this man comes up to him and is like, "Hey, would you like to play a game to win money?" And he's like, "Yeah, okay." And they play a game. He like wins a certain amount, and it's like every time that you win, you have to give me 100,000 won or something like that. And he's
Percentage
like,
or whatever.
yeah. And he was like, well, I don't have any money. And he's like, okay, well, anytime I win, I slap you in the face. And then so they like play this game. And then he's like, if you would like to play games to win more money at a higher stake, here's my card. Go to this place at this time. And he goes to that place at that time. And then there's 456 people in this giant room, and they play kids games to win money.
And people die.
And people, yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, that's all right.
And
but anyway,
man,
it's on Netflix.
There's this robot girl, and I've had the music in this is phenomenal. Like genuinely, the music in it is just so good, and it's so
awesome.
stinking creepy.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the first games that they play, the sound that they use is bum 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 bum, and I've had it stuck in my head,
It's funny.
and it just loops over and over again.
Nice.
And sometimes I'm just like do 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 do.
Well,
It's just stuck in my head.
Listen,
It's
do you know
so
what
creepy. Ah.
Go watch the Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City trailer. The music that plays on the background of that is oh. All I can think of is He-Man. That's just a little peculiar.
I also watched Frozen 2 and cried.
All right. Okay. Well, good for you. Frozen 2.
That's what you do when you watch Frozen 2.
I would cry if I had to watch Frozen 2 as well.
Excuse you? Sorry.
We got to keep the Frozen stuff's killing me.
I love Frozen.
All right. Good. I like it too. I mean, it has good. Yeah. I got something. This is sort of, did you see, I sent a text in the family thing of a picture and to ask people to guess what it was that I got, and no one guessed it.
Man. And then I saw that you also posted it on Facebook, and all of the people who I thought would know what it was knew exactly what it was, but nobody said what it was.
I know. Okay. You watch Mandalorian?
Yes.
Do you remember he had to get those bars and they melted them down?
Is
to
that
make
what
his
the
armor?
thing is? Is that a
I
bar?
got a Beskar bar.
You did
A
not.
customer of mine brought me a Beskar. It is heavy. That's what it is. Yeah. So that was cool, which is why I have a little Mandalorian
I thought it was
thing
it was in
behind
a
me.
bag, and so I thought that
It
the
was in a bag.
bag
He
was
brought it
like
to me
a
in a bag. It was a
fancy
customer
holder.
of mine, brought it
Oh,
into me. I opened it up and I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? And like everybody else, there's like, I don't get
I
it.
don't know.
I
That's
don't know what it
fine.
is. I was like, yeah, well, you know, if you know.
Well,
Anyway,
now that you said it, I can see it. I thought it
yep.
was like the fancy. I thought you were trying to guess the function of the bag.
Yeah, mom didn't know. She didn't catch it either. Anyway. All right. So that's it for binging and news. What do you want to do, Hannah?
Your pull list.
All right. Explain it.
So, a pull list, if you are unsure or unaware of this term, if you have a local comic book shop, an LCS, if you will, there will be a person there who works and who owns the shop, who orders the books. And if you are friendly with that human, they will keep a list of the things that you enjoy and the books that you are collecting. There's the word that I wanted. And they'll pull it from their inventory before placing it on the shelves and have a little stacky stack for
There you
you
go.
when you get there. So what Dad's
Awesome.
going to do for us is he's going to share 2 Marvel books, 2 DC books, 2 books from an independent publishing company, and his book of the week. Hey, before you do that, guess what I did?
You went to a comic book shop.
I went to a comic book shop again this Saturday.
I know you
got
did.
2 trades. Do you want to see them?
Yeah. What did you get?
I haven't read them yet. I got
Okay.
one called 24 Panels.
Okay.
And
Who
I
wrote
got
it?
because it's an anthology comic to aid PTSD needs of survivors from a fire.
Oh, cool. That is neat. Absolutely.
It was I'm trying to find out who did it.
It's okay. We can do it
Each
later.
one is done by a different person.
Gotcha. Cool. All right. Awesome. You have to read it and let us know. We'll have to
Yeah, I
review
will.
it.
I also got this. The Weatherman.
The Weatherman. Wait, who wrote that?
This is by Jody LaHupp, Nathan Fox, and Dave Stewart.
Lost you, Hannah.
What? Hello?
I missed you. Go ahead, baby. What'd you
It
say?
was Jody LaHupp,
I don't know who that is.
Heup, Nathan Fox, and Dave Stewart.
Oh, Dave Stewart, I know. Dave Stewart's an artist, right? Or did he write it? He was the artist?
Where will
Dave
it say
Stewart
that?
did The Rocketeer comic
The
book.
artist is Nathan Fox.
So Dave Stewart wrote it, co-wrote it probably.
Dave Stewart was the colorist.
Oh, colorist. Stewart?
Stew. Yeah, Stewart.
Okay. I
So it's
believe that's
really
the same
cool.
guy who did The Rocketeer.
I haven't read it yet. It's by Image, but
Gotcha.
it's a guy who is blamed, a weatherman on Mars, who's blamed for an event that killed almost everybody on Earth, and he has to figure out what happened.
Oh gosh.
There he
That
is.
sounds
Look at
interesting.
him, and everything's
saw.
pink. Everything is like
Different. Oh, that's something
the
else. Huh?
hues and the colors are like really cool.
What made you decide that?
It just looked like fun. I like Image.
There you go. So there you go. People, the HBO execs and all the comic book execs,
Man,
you
Image
got to
comics
grab
are
them with the
just-
cover.
Image
Grab 'em with the
comics are
cover.
just really cool. Yeah, both of mine are pink. Both
Okay.
of mine are pink. But and I
Gotcha.
got this one because it's specifically
PTSD.
about PTSD.
Gotcha.
And it was like, and it's also from Image.
I gotcha. Sounds good. I have one of my books today is from Image, and the other one is not. So
Independence.
yeah, one of my independents. So just as an aside, Swamp Thing issue 8 of 10. The Swamp Thing's been going up against. This is not one of the books but he's been going up against the Suicide Squad, and he goes up against Peacemaker, and he reaches inside Peacemaker's. I'm gonna spoil it because it has
Do it, I dare you.
ramifications
I
for
dare
Suicide
you.
Squad
I
in their
dare
comic
you to
book.
do it.
He finds inside him the bomb that Amanda Waller put inside his head, and he removes it and puts a piece of himself in there that it allows to give the piece of his plant life that he leaves inside him gives the illusion that it is still there. So now Peacemaker is going back, and I'm just interesting to see how that's going to play out with the Suicide Squad in their comic book. So because
Oh, there was
Waller
there
now
was
has nothing.
There was a Peacemaker trailer that came out, and I didn't watch it.
Oh, I need to watch it. Well, my first book, last week I screwed up. I said Spider-Man 75, but it was really Spider-Man 74. Well, Spider-Man 75 came out.
And
Okay.
you like that one?
Yes. Here's my issue with Spider-Man. They're doing Spider-Man 3 times a week, 3 times a month. I mean, yeah. So, and this book was not cheap. I think it was like $6. So,
Man.
but this is a new creative team, and it's written by Zeb Wells, who I love. He did the Peter Porker comic book that I liked, and he did the Ant-Man book that I like, and it's also by Kelly Thompson. But this the story in it is really good. It brings back his clone Ben Reilly, and which a lot of people didn't like because of the clone saga, but this is written so well, and there's a great differentiation. The art, this guy named Gleason is drawing his butt off.
Woo!
The
We
art
love
is
it.
amazing. There's definitely you feel for Peter, and so I I struggled with Spider-Man with the guy who did it before, and I was about ready to quit. But the issue
And
with
now
this
you
is
really like it.
I do like it, but I don't know if the regular reader is going to want to invest in 3 books a month.
And I was last time, so not this past time at the comic book, but the comic book shop, but the comic book. Blah, 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 blah. These two guys were talking about how the people that they see in the comic book shop are people in their
my age,
are your age, and like not so much 30s, but like late 20s, and no teenagers.
No teenagers.
Man,
they don't make them accessible to teenagers. They're too expensive and they're too gross.
That's what you were talking about. That, man, if you were a teenager and wanted to collect comic books, you could only buy one a month.
Yeah.
Maybe, like, for disposable income, depending on if you were working or not.
Right. I mean, unless
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, my first independent is by a company called Aftershock. We've talked about them on occasion.
We have.
This is an issue 1 called Chicken Devil. Yes. Cool. So what happens is there's this guy, he's married, he has a family, he co-owns a chain of hot chicken restaurants.
Man, we like hot chicken in this house.
We do, with his buddy. Bad news, buddy got in bad with the mob.
Uh-oh.
The mob wants their money back.
This
guy has nothing to do with it, but he's sucked in, and they're like, you need to run, get away, because they're going to come after you. And he's like, me, I haven't done nothing. And he tries to get his family. So he gets his family to leave, and he's going to try to take care of something. Well, they blow up the boat that his family was. So he's by himself.
Aww.
He goes in. I mean, he is like, everything bad is going wrong for him. He puts on the mascot outfit to go try to get this money from the mob at this gym. And I think that's maybe it's drugs. I can't tell what he's trying to get. This is definitely an adult book. While he's trying to grab this bag out of this locker, one of the mob guys comes after him with a gun, slips on like water in the floor, falls, and shoots himself. So now it looks like this guy in this chicken
killed
costume
someone in the mob
and has all their money or drugs. I can't tell.
This is a bad spot to be in, my friend.
And that's the book. That's the opening of the book.
That's so fun.
I mean, it's definitely for adults. The art style is sort of crazy, but I like it. It's
so fun.
It looks like it's going to be a hot, quick ride. Aftershock books only last about 4 or 5 issues. So my local comic book shop had probably 20 copies on the shelf.
Okay.
So my second Marvel book is Darkhold Alpha by Marvel. The Darkhold, which we all know from WandaVision. So apparently the Darkhold, it's Alpha. So here's what they're doing. They're doing Darkhold Alpha, Darkhold Omega, and in between it, they're doing I think they're doing Spider-Man the Darkhold, Iron Man Darkhold, Black Bolt Darkhold, and Wasp Darkhold, all the different characters characters that's how they're doing it. Okay.
Okay. I'm
So
with you.
what happens is apparently the Darkhold that everybody did have was a copy of a copy of a copy, because you can't read the original because you can't read it and not go bonkers. And
Well,
so
then how do we copy it?
I don't know, but
I see a
Doctor
flaw.
Doom gets
That's
the
how.
OG,
Of course he does.
and he and
Because he's a
Wanda,
wizard.
yeah, and a wizard, yeah. So he and Wanda are tussling over that, and then Wanda collects a group of heroes to go battle the character, to read just a itty bit of the Darkhold so that they get sucked in, and yeah, they all get mutated to Darkholdness like, and all the characters they're assigned like a characteristic, like the Joker, which is Spider-Man, the artist, the blah blah blah. But yeah,
Cool.
so I'll probably tag along. It looks like there's about 6 issues.
Okay.
My first DC book is Batman 114. This is still carrying on the Fear State. I chose this just for the sheer fact of the art alone is gorgeous.
Yeah.
It
Man,
is
we're
gorgeous.
suckers for art, Dad.
There's a Poison Ivy is drawn so great. There is a huge battle between Peacekeeper X and Peacekeeper 1. Matter of fact, I think it's halfway through the book before Batman even shows up. There's a new character called Miracle Molly who's been in a couple of these, and she is like a tech wizard, and she thinks she's found out how the Scarecrow is going to defeat everybody. So she's got to get to Oracle, which is Barbara Gordon, and then Batman. And yeah, it's finally coming to an end. And but the art style and the action is fantastic if you like that. We are inundated with Batman titles. This does have
Didn't you say like about 50% of DC's comics are Batman related titles?
Yeah, easy.
It's wild to me.
It is wild. I'm sucker. I'm buying them. So
you you enjoy Nightwing. You haven't talked about it in a while, but you really enjoy Nightwing.
I enjoy it every time. I try not to talk about it because I talk about it all the time. There is a backup story in the Batman with Clown Hunter and a Red Robin, which is Tim Drake. And he comes out and says, I'm going to train Clown Hunter. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. And that's going to. What'd you say?
You said Red Robin, and I said yum.
Hilarious. So my independent is Adventure Man issue 5.
Adventure Man!
It has been a year since an issue of Adventure Man came out. And this is the conclusion of the first story arc.
Why a year?
Just everything went on and happened with the world, and they couldn't get together to do it.
Man.
And so it's a conclusion of this single mom, and she brings in the adventure. She brings in the memories of the old adventure men and helps battle the villains, and has a great ending. And at the end, she has the vials that all the original adventure, the team took to make them have their powers or whatever. And she gives them to all of her sisters.
Oh yeah.
So can't wait to see where that's. So I love Adventure Man. I think it's a great family, kid friendly.
Adventure Man.
And
her and her scooter.
Very inclusive. Yeah. And
I just she has cochlear implants, doesn't she?
Exactly. She has a hearing issue.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been fun to read that. So my last 2 books are DC, and it's hard to pick a book of the week. I'm gonna pick a different one for my book of the week. I've just now decided. So not my book of the week, but my other DC book is called Arkham City: The Order of the World. So this is a spooky sort of horror type. It's a mini series. It's going to be issues 1 through 6. So if you guys are interested,
issues 1.
This is issue 1.
Of the world or of the word?
Arkham City: The Order of the World. Here's why I got it.
Batman related title.
Batman ain't in it. Here's where I got it. It's written by Dan Waters, the same guy that writes Homesick Pilots.
Oh, we love Homesick
Pilots. It's a horror.
Are you collecting that still?
Yeah, of course I am.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Still collecting it.
Okay.
So what
I want to read
happens
those.
is in DC about a year ago, they had this thing called A Day. I don't know if you remember that, where the Joker toxin was released in Arkham
Yes.
Asylum.
Yes, 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 yes,
It
yes.
killed all these people, and then most of these people escaped, and it killed. So what happened is one therapist survived,
Oh man.
and there's
Are they
escaped.
okay? That means
Mm,
no. That means no.
yes and no. There are like escaped inmates that she wants to help. She really feels like they need help. Like, it's called Arkham Asylum. We don't call mental hospitals Arkham Asylum. They even mention that in there. Are you kidding me? We don't even use asylum anymore. What do we call
Yeah,
these
why
things?
is this
Asylum?
called this?
Exactly. So she, there is a character in this called the Tin-Eyed Man, I think. He's got eyes on his finger. He is creepy. So this is the way
Oh,
this is
that makes me
drawn by
think of
this.
Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh, a little bit, yeah. This
Ugh.
is the way this is drawn. The art style is a little bit like Frank Miller, which I love, and another,
You
I don't
got
know, but it is creepy. And the tin-eyed man or whatever, it's somehow you feel like this therapist is off a little bit because she's like, I just need to help. If I could just help one of my patients, but like, what does that mean? Help them do what?
you have to like
You see what
achieve
I'm
their
saying?
goal? Question mark. We
Yeah,
have
these are like
questions for
mass crazy
you,
psycho murderers. You want to
friend.
achieve your goal. I hope she doesn't end up becoming a character, like
Harley
anyway.
Quinn.
Yeah, but Harley's now a good, but anyway, I don't know. Okay, there's that. So my book of the week.
Book of the week. It's the book of the week.
This is a one shot, which means it's just one book.
Yeah, and it's DC.
It's DC.
Okay, what is it?
This is sort of a spoof on Are You Afraid of the Dark, which you know that, like the
Mm-hmm.
books or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This is called Are You Afraid of Dark Side?
Oh, that's
And
funny.
it's an anthology book. It tells multiple stories in it. It is the Teen Titans sitting around a campfire telling horror stories.
Oh, we love that. How do
And
you spell
each
dark
one of
side?
them,
SEIDE.
SEID, no E at the end, SEID.
Okay.
And
Dark seed.
yeah, or Dark
It's,
Side. I don't
it's
know how to
not its
pronounce
side.
it.
LOL,
It
you're
doesn't
fine.
matter.
I'm being dramatic.
Shang-Chi, Dark Side, Dark
It's
Seed,
Tesla. It's not Tesla. It's Telsa.
Telsa. Yeah, like
Telsa.
in, yeah. So this is really good. There's a really cool story about they introduce a new villain called Bloody Mary. Like if you say her name, you look in a mirror and say her name 3 times, she comes out.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, sort of like that. Or wait,
Beetlejuice.
wasn't there like Candyman or what's the crazy?
Candyman.
I can't remember.
I don't know.
So Harley Quinn and Darkseid team up.
Of course they do.
It's hilarious. They don't really. Because this Bloody Mary character is really from Apocalypse. And she is
Get her out of
banished
there,
to inside of mirrors. She's like a vampire or something. I don't know. It's weird.
That's cool.
There's a good Phantom Stranger story. There's a good Green Lantern story. So I really enjoyed it. It's like I said, it's the Teen Titans. Each one is different. It's drawn and written and drawn by a different person. But it seems like that's the thing DC's doing now. They do all these anthologies, and some of them I start to go, it's a little bit much. But I couldn't find this book at my local comic book shop, so I had to buy it off eBay. Yeah, but it came just in time. I got it yesterday to become my book of the week.
Book of the week.
Yeah.
I have questions about how to start collecting comic books. Like say like what you're doing with Fantastic Four. Like if how do you we don't have to do this right this time. Maybe we
can talk about it. We can talk about it
later. Because like how do you start, like how do you pick this is what I'm going to do?
Mm-hmm.
And
how do I pick? So I pick books that I want to collect by there are usually four things I look at.
Okay,
sometimes.
I love that.
One of four. One is the character. So do I enjoy, say, Carnage? If so, what I would start doing is start collecting. If Carnage has an ongoing monthly comic book, I would start there.
Start there. Okay.
Start there. And then so that's where I would start. But we'll go back to this. Another way that I collect comic books is the writer.
Yeah, you do,
which is the entire reason I picked up that other book, that Arkham City, only because Dan Waters. I would have never gotten it. Okay, just because he wrote it. Another thing is I will pick up the artist. If one of my favorite artists is the story that they're going to tell.
One of your favorite artists. You kind of froze for a second. Will you say that again?
Well, I can pick it up by like one of my favorite artists. And sometimes if there's going to be like, if I know sort of what the story is going to be about, a lot of times you can find the solicit, like on their website. I don't know what that means. A solicit is, they will give you like a rundown of this is sorta, without giving anything away, this is what the book's going to be like. Okay. You know, like, yeah. So sort of like, exactly. Sort of like what you would read about on a book, like on the dust cover of a book that tells you sort of what the book's about. It'll give you a little bit like that. So, so the first thing I would do is I would collect what's coming out now, because usually that's the cheapest way. But sometimes it's not. Sometimes you can go back and get back issues at like a Half Price Books or a used bookstore cheaper. But you can't always get them that way. Right. So after that, the easiest way to get books is to get them in bulk. Like, say somebody is selling issues 1 through 20. That sometimes is the cheapest way to get them. Like
eBay or through a local comic book shop?
eBay. A lot of times if you go to a local comic book shop, they'll say like, hey, if you buy so many dollars worth of back issues, we'll give you, like, say if you buy back issues or issues that aren't current that they've got in big long boxes back usually in their, most of them, they have them there and they want to run the inventory out. So they'll say like, you spend $30 in back issues, I'll give you 5% off. You spend $60, I'll give you 10% off. You spend $100, I'll give you 20% off. And actually, that happened for my birthday one time. Your mom said, here, go buy some comic books at the comic book shop. And I walked up and I had like 80. I didn't want to spend $100. I had like 80 something dollars because I just wanted to get after tax, be right at 100. And the guy goes, if you spend $100, you get 25% off. So I was ding, like, ding, ding. I'll go back. Yeah, I went back and got more books. That's nice. And patience. You have to be patient. You have to be patient.
I wondered if there was like an
like you said you were
app, or if
I don't know. Most is you can you can also do it on Instagram, #comics for sale. The problem with that is that there's no feedback. So if someone sends you junk, your recourse is low. eBay, you can always file a grievance or I buy most of my comic books from a local comic book shop or whenever I'm in a different store, eBay, or I check used bookstores like McKay's, Half Price Books.
Scored big at a Half Price once.
Yeah, I did. I got an autographed
Kingdom Come, right?
Yeah, by Mark Waid and Alex Ross. So that's what I do. That's how I get them.
I'm just curious. Trev and I were talking about that at the comic
If you've got the money, like say you're like, I want to collect all of the Fantastic or all of Spider-Man. A lot of times you can go get like issues, not 1 through 50, but say 50 through now for a couple $1,000s. That seems awfully expensive.
That's not a lot of
money.
But
not when you go and try to sell them individually.
Yeah, because it might be like 16 for one, 5 for another, 2.
Or 1,000 for this. Or, which is what I try to do with my Fantastic Four. Well, I bought the Fantastic Four from that place in Bowling Green, and he gave me quite a bit of money off.
Because you bought it straight up a box.
Yeah, of Fantastic Four comics. So yeah, that's how.
Okay, cool.
All right. Just curious.
We had never talked about that before.
Let's talk Ted Lasso.
Okay. Man, I get what you're saying, that maybe it's a bit more grown up than I was originally anticipating.
Mm-hmm.
I loved the Christmas episode.
Yes, I did too.
I thought that was so stinking sweet. I loved all of the men going to Leslie's house. You froze
Yep,
again,
you froze
Dad.
for a second, Hannah. We did.
I
I
thought that,
enjoyed
man,
them going to his
that
house.
was so
Yes.
sweet.
Yeah. Uh Higgy baby, Higgy bottoms. I the the doctor,
She's
Ted,
good.
Ted's
When she
panic
got
attack.
hurt.
Yeah. And she sang to him. She called him and sang with his concussion. But he opened up to her.
Yeah, he cried.
Yeah.
Man, his dad. We had
I
talked
could
about the
committed.
story about
Yeah.
his dad killed himself.
Yeah. Up until he
Man,
died when I was 16. He killed himself when he was 16.
man,
And
that's
he opened up to
so
his
sad.
coaching staff.
Yeah, about the panic attack, and then that
Mhm.
one guy was like, I was on shrooms.
Yeah. The
I drank the wrong tea.
the
I'm
drawing the wrong
dead.
tea.
That was
Um
funny.
so yeah, I like Roy Kent,
Roy Kent is so good. I'm so glad that he's part of the coaching staff.
and Jamie Tartt's dad's a butthead.
Man, that episode made me so mad.
Well, if it's any consolation, he gets his butt kicked by a big, huge guy in the next episode
Okay, well,
that we didn't
thanks for
watch.
spoiling me, Dad.
Yeah, you'll get
I'm
to
just kidding.
it.
I'm good. I'm glad. But man, he got tickets for free from his son and then wore the
other
other
team's
jersey.
But did you like when Roy went and hugged him?
Gave up, and then he just started crying.
Yeah.
Jamie just started. Man,
Mm-hmm.
I think that was good.
Yeah. I love Ted's positive attitude, and
Something's up with Nate.
yeah, he's feeling insecure, I believe.
Nate is
because
not
Roy
okay.
came and but when he spit on the ground and he took over and he did the right thing,
Mm-hmm.
to win the game.
I think
But he
that
was mean to Will.
he yelled at that kid.
Yeah. I'm wondering if I think this is going to be resolved, I hope, by the end of the season. We are not at the end of the season, but
We have 3
yeah,
episodes left.
yeah, Wonder Kid.
4.
Yeah. That was nice.
Man, it was nice, and then he yelled at him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't.
What do you think about Rebecca's relationship with Sam?
I don't know, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's his big boss.
Yeah, I got a feeling this ain't gonna
That's his
turn out good.
boss. I don't
Yeah.
know
Or he'll
about
get
it.
transferred somewhere else or something like that.
Probably. He'll probably get
Yeah.
transferred somewhere, which is so sad. He's I like having him on the
Mhm.
show.
I do
You know
too.
what I mean?
Yeah. Although I thought his dad was pretty rough on him about the whole oil thing. I did like them all standing up for him, and Jamie.
Yeah.
I really do think Jamie's trying.
I think Jamie's trying to. I
Yeah,
think
and like
he's had a lot of growth, if you
yeah,
will.
and he was like, Roy's like, you ruined him. Told Ted you ruined him. She goes, what? You made him a team player. He's not a team player.
That's the signal.
He goes, expound. He said expound.
We need him to be, and he says some like crass thing, but like we need him to be a turd.
Yeah.
His job is
exactly.
to be a turd. He needs to keep being.
That's
a turd.
what he needs to be. Yeah, but they totally completely fell apart in the final game.
Man,
It's like they. Mm-hmm.
Man City. Yeah, it was sad.
I was hoping that Ted would tell Trent the truth about his panic attack, but he didn't. He lied.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Did you like Sassy's daughter?
Sassy's daughter?
Yeah, the young girl that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And I love Phoebe. You
Yes.
can't cuss. She got in trouble for cussing in school.
She got, and man, Kent.
And then
Roy
Roy's like,
owes her.
she called this kid a whatever. And he goes, he asked the teacher, well, is he? She goes, well, yeah, he is, but she still can't say it.
She can't say that.
And then the teacher. So yeah, there's some.
And then the teacher starts cursing.
Yes,
after they
there
leave.
is serious
Hysterical.
cursing and serious. And in certain episodes, it tells
It's
you, it
for
pretty does warn
grown-ups.
you. It is. Grown up struggles he apologizes and stuff like that.
Yeah. Man,
So
the Christmas episode with her stinky, with her
breath.
with her breath.
Yes, the poor little girl has bad breath, and Roy's like, I think you might be dying. He goes, put your coat on. If we can't find we're going to go to my posh
neighbor. Yeah, the posh neighborhood.
Neighborhood. And if we ring on 10 doorbells and don't find a dentist, you each get $1,000 quid.
You each get Phoebe 1,000 pounds.
1,000 pounds. She goes, that's more than a week's worth of cussing.
A month.
A month.
A month worth of cussing.
That's like a month's worth of cussing.
And her and Keely are just sweet pals.
Yes. Yeah.
Aw, Keely is so cool. Christmas. I love Keely. She's wilding in these streets, but I'm here for it.
I know. Roy comes in. They're all talking about him, and they start, why are you jazz scatting? Were you talking about me? And they all say no. And Keely goes, yeah. Whatever. And
he's like,
come on.
He's like, okay, come on. Hysterical.
And then he goes, is this what you were talking about me? I'm an idiot. And then he got mad and left. And then he finally.
And he figured it out.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah. I found a whole bunch of my hair in the drain. Oh, gosh.
He's so funny. Oh, man. He is being interviewed on Brene Brown's podcast. I saw that on Instagram. I'm excited to listen to that. She has a new book coming out, too. Ooh, I'm going to put her new book on my Christmas list.
There you go. So it seems weird. She's not big on cussing.
Brene Brown?
Yeah.
No, she cusses literally often.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know who she is then.
Okay. I mean, not like all the time and not like big bad words, but like she'll say a curse word every now and then.
Gotcha. Well, Ted Lasso definitely says the big bad words, but it's very fun. I cry, laugh. My heart gets shook. It runs the entire gambit. It's a good show.
I'm with you.
I just, there's just some people that will not enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because of that. But, I like it. All right. Ted Lasso. I give it 5 lassos.
5 lassos. Agreed. 5 out of 5 lassos. LOL.
I give it a 4 quarters. Halves.
Okay.
Halves. Wait, so I can get the boot for putting the boot in the boot? That's right. Anyway, go ahead.
Funny. Okay, so we read We Have Demons.
Yes.
Which is the first issue of a new comic that is available for free on Kindle app if you have Amazon Prime.
Right. It's a Comixology original is what they call it.
Okay, so that's what, because I was curious about like where, so are they not going to print this comic then?
So apparently I'm learning these things as we go. Okay, so Scott Snyder, his comics that he does digitally through Comixology, if they are collected and printed, they will be printed. He has a deal with Dark Horse, which is the same company that prints all of the Hellboy comic books. And I think a comic book I'm collecting Gru, I think, is Dark Horse, and Last Flight Out that I'm collecting is Dark Horse.
Hellboy?
So, Hellboy's Dark Horse. Nope. Hellboy's Dark Horse.
Cool.
Anyway, so if it's collected, it would be, and I wish it was. So Snyder,
I really liked it.
I did too. It is I thought it was interesting to read because it's Halloween month. So spooky stuff. We're Afraid of Darkseid, the Arkham City. I actually got a DC horror book called Soul Plumber that I would suggest not reading. It might be good, but it is 100% evident that the people writing this book are completely against organized religion of all kinds, which makes
not your vibe.
No, I don't like it at all. This book now, since we talked about that, this deals with religion, not so much religion as it does faith. And actually, at the beginning of the comic book, they do a trigger warning. Did you catch that?
I didn't.
Yes.
I'm gonna go. Okay, keep talking.
So the comic book We Have Demons is available digitally on Comixology or for free on your Amazon Prime through your Kindle app, the first issue. It's written by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo, who did a good run on Batman. So Scott Snyder is the writer. He is currently writing Undiscovered Country, which I'm collecting and I talk
You
about.
like that one?
Yes, he
I know
also
those
did.
words,
He also did the Dark Knight's death metal that
which
I
you also
enjoyed.
enjoyed.
That was a little bit out there over the edge, and the art is fantastic. This follows a young girl who,
It's like
um,
21, 20, early
I'd say
20s.
she's in her early 20s, and she. It starts out she's talking to these people she calls God folk,
Mm-hmm.
because they do such good things with their lives. And
And they care a lot
here's
about
the
their
deal:
community and they're good people.
just because people are good people and care a lot about their community and do good things doesn't make them God folk. And you figure that out towards the end of the book. Okay. Um, anyway, she is raised by her dad because her
Mm-hmm.
mom dies early.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she finds out that her dad is a pastor, and it's a non-conventional congregation, but he seems like a guy I would
He
listen
seems like
to.
a cool dude.
He does. Um, she finds out that he's doing something. She thinks he's either a DJ, um,
Or like a gangster.
or like an S&M gay something's going on, or a mass murderer. Actually, that's what she thinks. And she goes to confront him when she's like 14, maybe 15, right before she goes to college, I would say.
Yeah.
And
So
he
that's
tells her
like
she's not
18.
he tells her she's not ready. Let's not talk about it. And she presses the issue, and he basically says, "Don't ever bleep and talk about this again."
Hmm.
And she leaves and never has anything to do with her dad again. He tries to reconnect. Uh, as an aside, when she's young, her dad chops off her arm. You're like, what? And
No,
then you
I
come
was
to
like,
find out,
he cut off. It was because she got bit by a snake.
bit by a copperhead, and the poison had already started to
Go up her
met.
arm.
Yes, so he did that to save her life. But he makes her these, like,
He
he
makes
has
her
these
robot
friends,
arms.
makes robot arms, like, great, like they get
Like
better and better.
actual, like good arms for
And
her.
every year he gives her a new one, right? Every year she would get a new arm. Um, well, she's in college, she experiments with stuff. She basically gets she totally gets puts religion or faith aside
Mm-hmm.
and goes towards more science and
Mm-hmm.
blah blah blah. um Her dad had a friend that he would never tell her who he was, that was a partner that helped him do whatever he was doing that he wouldn't explain. Well, she is contacted by her dad's second wife,
Her stepmom,
who helped
who
raise her.
loved her, and yeah,
Yeah.
like they had a good
And said,
relationship.
your dad is dead. And you come to find out her dad was killed. And her stepmom says, here's the deal: your dad was a demon killer. And she's like, what?
And
There
there's
has
like this
been
like light energy and this like dark matter energy
halo and horns.
and the horns are the demons, and we only have a certain amount of halo in the earth, and it's been
But demons keep
forged.
coming.
It's been forged into weapons, and
A
there are
thousand
these,
swords, there's only 9 left.
and we don't have any more halo,
Right.
but the demons keep coming. The
Right.
thorn keeps
So,
coming.
and so yes, that's where we are. That's the premise. And then you basically get towards the end of the book where she has her dad's axe, which is made out of that material. And
Made
she
out of
believes that
halo.
these two great people that have befriended, that
Who
have let
she's the
this,
godmother of their
their
child that she's
that they're
pregnant.
going to
The
have
mom's pregnant with.
with like triplets or twins or something.
Yeah.
And uh, she believes that the stepmom believes that they are demons, and
That's who killed her dad.
that's who killed her dad. And so it's really pretty good. I mean, I don't want to give it away. You get to
Gus
meet
is cool.
you get to meet his friend, his partner,
Gus.
which is named Gus. And
he's cool.
she gets a new arm that that's made out of the halo.
Oh, it 100% has halo in it.
And there's a
that
big
thing
thing
with
about,
that thing went ding, and I was like, Halo.
did you see what she did? She used her middle finger at the end.
Didn't.
And that's when the sword came out. Yes. They
That's
call the middle finger
hysterical.
God's finger because it's the furthest, like that's the last thing where blood goes, or it's the closest. If you raise your hand, that's the closest to heaven.
Yeah,
And yeah.
that's hysterical. Man, it
So
was so cool. It's a Fall of Mankind story.
FOM. Did
An
you read the trigger
FOM.
warning?
I did. Do you want me to read it to you?
Read it. Here's the trigger warning.
Hark! Before we start, a warning for the squeamish. This is a story about the fall of mankind, the big FOM. Not in a poetic sense, though. More in the faces ripped off skulls and eaten sense. Or like in the sense that it has actual demons reaching up and pulling people's guts out of them through, it gets a little crass here, through their buttholes, all while all around them the earth cracks open and the sky crashes down in white hot chunks that turn their friends and family and everyone they love into clouds of uh, no longer being there.
You can't say that.
I am not going
There's
to say
words
it.
you can't say.
Like in that
This
sense.
this is definitely for adults.
It's rated M. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also about faith. That's the trigger warning part. Because for some people, like me, faith makes them queasy. So I felt like I just needed to put it out there. You've been warned. Now, where to
Yeah.
start? Maybe with
There you
God
go.
folk.
There you go. Yeah, the trigger warning was faith. I get it. Yeah. And so I'm interested to see where this is going to go.
Man, I hope
Unlike
that it gets like so when they do that
I
for
want floppies.
Comixology, that's what I was gonna ask. Is it floppies or is it
Floppies are
trades?
what an individual comic is called, a floppy. I don't know. I hope it's floppies. I love floppies.
I know you
But
do. Man, I like trades better, I think, Dad.
well, trades are fun because it's the whole story. You don't have to wait.
Well, I don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out what the words there. Like I don't mind the waiting.
Right.
Like I feel like that wouldn't be a big deal. I just like that it's all together.
I like a trade has a staple in the middle and you can open it up and it doesn't bend. No, that's the floppy. The trade, you bend. I don't like the
Yeah.
bend. Maybe
Okay,
it's just
fair.
me.
Fair,
So
fair.
anyway, yeah, this is definitely the art in it is amazing. The demons they draw are gruesome.
Creepy as heck. Gus is
Gus
cool.
is amazing, and
He's
Gus is
cool.
a demon.
No, he's not.
He's not. What
I
is
don't think
he?
he's a demon. Well, Gus
hope he's
lives
not.
in
He
Gus
lives in a
lives-
place called.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
we're
I
not
don't
gonna
think
say
he's
it.
I don't think he's a demon.
I hope not. Maybe he's an angel.
I think he's just a like a
He don't look normal.
Hellboy-ish character. Well, Hellboy's
Hellboy-ish
technically a
character?
demon.
Yeah, Hellboy is. Yeah, we'll have to see.
Never
Here's
mind.
my deal. This is something that I will probably pay to get on Comixology
Hey, I'll read them.
because if it comes out every month, it is. I really
It's
enjoy it.
really good.
I want to see where it's going to go, and I like to see how writers deal with faith, even when it's even when it puts Christianity in a negative light. I still want to see. I want to know.
Because
The
it's
Soul
what
Plumber
people
book
think.
by DC Horror. I'm not a fan, and yeah, but there you go. It may be for you, but it's not for me.
Yeah.
Does that mean I won't collect it or read it again? I may pick up the next issue and see what it is, and
See if
who
it
knows?
So you
Right.
tend to give comics 2-ish tries.
Yeah. Although I gave New Mutants 20 issues, I finally quit it. But then the people collecting it are like, "You need to get the next issue. It's really good." And I'm like, "Oh, I'll check it out." I don't know. Anyway, Hannah. Yeah. Peeps, thank you for joining us. If you've got that,
sweet
if you're an
friends.
adult and you like good spooky, I don't know if it's spooky. It is
I
a little
wouldn't say
bit.
it was. I wouldn't say it was super spooky. Like I'm trying to think of something that we the blah 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 blah.
This Arkham City is spooky.
the
It is more spooky. What? Oh,
Homesick Pilots. That's spookier than this was.
I Walk with Monsters was pretty spooky. That was pretty rough too. But that was a good good one.
Man, horror comics are where it's at right now.
I know. Yeah.
Which
So
kind of, I mean, is that a bummer? I don't know because they're good. So does it matter?
I think what the issue is that they can tell a story and they're not pigeonholed into, having to do certain things with the characters.
Like
So,
in Marvel and that's why I like independent comics the best
yeah.
out of the ones we've read.
All right. Well, thanks
Okay.
peeps for
End
joining
roll.
us. End roll.
Friends, Thanks for joining us. Our
Woohoo!
art is created by Nathan Turner, my sweet brother. Hey, he
That's
did
right.
that on Microsoft Paint. It's phenomenal. Thanks for doing that for us, bud. Our intro music is composed and performed by Brockwell Nason. You can check him out on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever it is that you listen to your tunes. He's got some cool songs up in there.
Woohoo!
Our podcast is edited by yours truly, Sis, and our YouTube page is updated and maintained by Dear Papa.
Which I need to do.
That was a great face that you just made there, sir.
Thank you. It's
Phenomenal.
an auditory medium unless you're watching it on YouTube or
Hysterical.
Facebook Live.
He made a funny face. Well, friends, we're thankful for you. Thanks for hanging out on this little pocket of the internet
we love
with
you
us
guys.
for about
Thank
an
you
hour.
for joining us. And Sam got his Homesick Pilots book. Rock on, Mr.
Hey!
Maddox.
Woo-woo!
Enjoy that. And other than that, folks,
yeah. Catch
we'll
you on the flippity
catch you on the
flop.
flippity flop.
Love it.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye. Sweet Facebook friends.
And
Thanks for hanging with
YouTubers.
us.
That's
Yes.
right. Click share if that's a thing.
If that's a thing.
Rate and review with
Bye.
17 stars.
All the
Bye.
stars.